guys, Jerry here. So I wanted to break down plank and chaturanga for you because it is so important to protect your spine, to protect your core, which includes your back as well, to make sure that you're doing it right. And then we'll work into plank and then chaturanga. So let's start talking about plank first. So just a basic plank. Notice that my shoulders are over my wrists, my heels are over my toes, and then you could draw a straight slanted line from my head through my shoulders, through my hips, and then all the way to my heels. Now if this is too much, walk your feet apart for a little bit more stability, and then if you notice that you're doing this or you're doing this, first thing that you're going to do is check in. Do I have my navel pulled up and in towards my spine? Is my core activated and pulled in the entire time, right? If not, work on that first, and not just your core, but all of your muscles. So think arms, shoulders, even your legs and glutes. Everything should be working in a plank. So once you check in with that, if you still notice that it's too much, or you're still doing this is probably the most common. If it's not hurting at all, then I would check in, are you doing this and making it easier for yourself? So once you've checked in with all of that, the next thing that you're going to do is come down to your knees. No shame at all in coming down to your knees. It's so important. It's so worth it. Rather than risking injury, come down to your knees, build up strength, and I promise if you stick with it, you will get there. You'll be doing your chaturangas up on your toes in no time. So now let's talk about the chaturanga. So let's start on your knees. First of all, is your navel pulled up and in? Do you have all your muscles and core engaged? Then you're going to lower halfway down so your elbows are right next to your side. But notice how my shoulders are not down here, either below or in line with my elbows. They're a little bit higher. That's where you should be. And then inhale, upward facing dog. Now notice just the tops of my feet and my palms are on the ground. Everything else is lifted up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Alright, so now let's talk about it from your toes. Still kind of the same idea. So you're going to shift forward onto your tippy toes. So only my big toes are touching the mat because I'm shifting so far forward. Then I'm lowering halfway down, but again, shoulders higher than your elbows. So if you're dumping into your shoulder, you're probably going to notice that your shoulders are hurting, right? So that's the first thing that you want to check in. So you're shifted forward, lowered halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So let's flow through that, or actually really quick first. Third option, if chaturangas are too much for you, even on your knees, or maybe you do the first couple and then your arms are just burnt out and you can't do any more. Every time that I say chaturanga, you're going to sit right here in high plank. When I say up dog, just press straight back, go ahead to down dog, skip the up dog all together. And then you're going to still build up a lot of strength. Your arms and back and everything is working every time you're in that high plank. And then you're going to build up and be able to do more and more chaturangas. Okay, so now let's flow through a sun out. So inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step your feet to touch. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, rise up. Exhale, mini back bend. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Remember your choice, knees, toes. Shift forward either way. Lower halfway down. Your shoulders are still higher than your elbows, but everything is straight and strong. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. If you skipped the chaturanga, then from your high plank, you were just pressing straight back to down dog. All right, let me know if you have any questions about that. If that didn't answer anything, I'm happy to work through it with you. See you later.